Hey Collective, how are you guys today? Evie Pooh and I are doing good. Thank you all for being here, for spending time with us. We love you. We appreciate you guys so much, Collective. So I've already got a reading pulled. We're going to tap into this message and just see what Spirit wants us to know about today, okay? So we've got a crooked business deal. There could be company theft involved, okay? Playing both sides of a conflict. Using flattery or charm to gain advantage in a crooked business deal here. Somebody's playing both sides. They're being deceitful. Stab someone in the back. Okay, so it was heartbreaking. Could have definitely stabbed you in the back. It's painful. Very deceptive. A shocking attack occurred here. Okay. We got a thief. Stab someone in the back. Stealing property, robbing you of your energy, time, and money. Okay. Family here is trying to create a distraction. So your family could be doing this to you here. Stabbed you in the back and stole from you. Trying to create a distraction regarding this theft. Didn't want you to know what was going on. Didn't want others to know what was going on. We've got Shield with Aries energy. And I just see Archangel Michael's energy all over this. This is his color here. Royal blue, white, and silver are the colors of Archangel Michael. Being defensive, blocking and guarding yourself, standing up for yourself. You're always prepared. Warding off unwanted energies. You're always on guard, and you've had to withstand. You're a hero in your own story. Protecting yourself from strongholds, okay, that your family could have been inflicting upon you here. Okay. Being very defensive towards these people. They could have been trying to distract you from something that they stole from you. Playing both sides in a conflict. There's definitely a crooked business deal going on here. We've got the Six of Cups. Give yourself the compassion you were never given. Flowers could be significant. Okay. They wanted you blind. They wanted it unknown. They didn't want you to know what was going on. Okay? The number 97, the number 9. They're feeling awkward. Someone could have vision problems and could actually go blind. Okay? It's coming. Be patient. Okay? We've got the Four of Cups and the King of Cups. So we've got a father figure here who's very disappointed. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for the King of Cups, and Cancer is the Four of Cups. They're contemplating and reevaluating a missed opportunity. They're discontent and feeling unfulfilled. This father figure was very emotionally manipulative and abusive. They were cold and moody, withdrawn. They were selfish. Cold-hearted towards you, okay? And you're very disappointed in this father figure here and something that happened with this person. There was a whole collaboration of people that were desperate and involved in this energy. Let's work together to achieve shared success. I'm in a bind and I don't have anyone else to reach out to with this collaboration here, okay? But it's coming. Be patient. False narratives about your spiritual gifts. I'm just seeing like dark energy here. Okay. Lying about their gifts. Lying about their spirituality. About their energy. 444 on the clock. Archangel Michael is here. The archangels are here. They're upset. People are seeing who they really are. They could be scamming people to support their addictions. Someone in this energy here We've got forged documents. There's a customer service representative that's involved with some forged documents here. They're annoyed. Okay. They're angry. Feeling troubled or irritated by something or someone, unwanted or unliked. Do you find yourself easily agitated or bothered by minor inconveniences or disturbances? Are you experiencing an increased sensitivity or intolerance towards noises, actions, or habits of others? Like somebody's just so aggravated, like just everything's just pissing them off. Like they're just constantly agitated is what I'm being told. Just everything is like making them blow up just at the tiniest little thing. Somebody's very triggered. Are there specific triggers or behaviors in others that consistently provoke feelings of annoyance in you? Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Somebody is extremely angered and they're annoyed and they're very triggered right now. Okay? They're mind blown. They didn't see something coming. They're astonished and just flabbergasted by someone or something. Encountering a concept that completely shattered your existing beliefs or understanding. Experiencing a sense of disbelief in response to what you have just learned or experienced. Someone is very mind blown and annoyed over something. They're feeling very uneasy. They're full of fear. Feeling restless or... I forgot to show you this one. I've actually got my camera close enough to where you can actually read right now. Okay. Feeling restless or a mild feeling of anxiety. Do you feel nervous or anxious about something that's going to happen soon? Are you having trouble sleeping, or do you have bad dreams that make you feel scared? Do you feel like you're not in control of the situation that you're in, or that something bad might happen? So someone's feeling very uneasy and they're mind blown and annoyed over something that's going down right now. They stab someone in the back. This family here is trying to create a distraction and keep people blind with forged documents. They're upset that people are seeing who they really are, even through this false narrative of this distraction. They're playing both sides of this conflict, stabbing you in the back. They were extremely greedy, okay? They were very greedy. Intellectual talent and greed here, okay? It's a shit show. It's an absolute shit show. It's like a great white going on here. This shark's coming in like, I'm gonna freaking eat you with my shit show. It's what they tried to do. Oh shit, a tsunami is coming. Things could get messy. And we've definitely been having a lot of earthquake and volcanic tsunami energy going on with Russia and the West Coast and Alaska. There's a lot going on right now. Someone could be in an accident or they've been in an accident, okay? There's no love here. There's no love here with these family members. Someone could have been in a car wreck. There's no love. They were trying to assassinate someone here, okay? They got the Two of Swords. That was the decision that they made. Libra energy. They were strategizing, yes or no. What options should I choose here? Creating confusion. They're confused about a decision that they made. The deceptive shield. An individual or organization uses a false front to protect themselves while engaging in illegal activities. Okay. An underlying reason behind criminal behavior remains hidden, affecting events. There's a concealed motive here. Okay? A deceptive shield with this individual or corrupt organization here that was creating a false front, playing both sides of a conflict, to create a distraction and false narratives to keep people blind to their illegal activities that were going on. There was a concealed motive here. The dark pact. So they made a dark pact with this collaboration of people that they got involved with here. Now they're mind blown and annoyed and they feel uneasy because of this shit show that's going down because of trying to create an assassination here. a car wreck here. Someone could have gotten in an accident, because that could be part of this shit show. That could be an energetic backfire here. And I said black, so I just keep picking up on like 10 minutes on the clock. Okay, that's Wheel of Fortune. Okay, okay, we've got this dark pact here, so karma's coming in for whatever they've done. A secret agreement between individuals results in coordinated criminal acts. There's a lot of money going on here. Okay. Okay. I had to lay my cards down different if I was going to put all these specs out here. Alright. I want to clarify this. It's coming, be patient here. Tell me what's going on here, Spirit. What's coming that the collective needs to be patient for? We've got a King of Swords and a Queen of Cups that just came out in reverse. So we've got a King of Cups over here, and this one's definitely in reverse too. Okay, so we've got parental figures here. They're emotionally manipulative. They're very unbalanced in their emotions. They're immature. They're irrational. They're unfaithful. They're full of spite. We've got law enforcement here that's coming in, that's going to be dealing with these people. So that's what we've got to be patient for. There's an authority figure here who's very structured and logical. They're truthful. They're honest. They're in the upright. They're by the book. They don't mess around. Okay, this person's coming for these people here, and they're disappointed because these lies are not working out. Wow, on the split, I just went straight to this King of Cups. So, you know, King of Cups, King of Pentacles. So this person's a wealthy person. Okay, they're a father figure here. They're going to be going down. The world is the completion of a cycle. Something could be online. Six of Pentacles, Four of Wands, High Priestess, the Star. It's coming, be patient. Okay, we've got the completion of a cycle here with a couple. Okay, this could be parental figures in your life. Take that how it resonates. Six of Cups, it's from the past. Okay, so these are people from your childhood. They stole from you, distracting you, playing both sides of a conflict, keeping you blind and unknown. Could have acted like they love you, but they did not, because love came out in reverse. It was their decision. They strategized and made a choice to create this confusion in your life. They could have even been avoiding you. Okay, we've got arguing with their partner. They're growing apart, want to fight. There's a lot of drama in this energy. Okay, stabbed you in the back. Well, yeah, this was definitely not paradise here. So paradise came out in reverse. Not happy, not enjoying each other. There's no oneness here. There's no joy. There's no expansion. There's no playfulness. Stabbed you in the back. Okay, these people are descending. Collective's focusing on ascending. These people are descending. They're going down. These thieves are going down. Ascend to the highest level of human existence. The number 48. And then the number 9 and the number 9. So 99 could be significant. 89, 17 could be significant. The number 31. I forgot to read those other numbers off those cards. We've got an accomplice and a partner in crime trying to cover something up here. They're desperate. Okay, they're desperate because of this collaboration with whoever they were an accomplice with to create this distraction with your family here. Okay, these family members. We've got yarn with Sagittarius energy, the number 5. There's hassles and problems. It's a big mess. It's complicated. Patience is needed. It's coming. Be patient. Okay, patience is needed on this card. Focusing on future gains. There's many working components that's all interconnected. It's very complicated. They're trying to work it out because it's just gotten out of control with a made-up story. So this made-up story has gotten completely out of control here with this false narrative. Okay. There's a lot going on, shielding and defending and protecting yourself from these toxic family members. We've got the Ten of Cups, and it came out in reverse. Okay. The Beach could be significant. Okay, but sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles. You could have had some good times with these family members, but for the most part, it was in the reverse. It was not paradise with these people. Okay, from the past. It was a broken family. There was a lot of conflict and strife in this family unit. A broken home. Fury. Rage. These people were offensive. They were mad and very unpleasant and hard to be around. The number 74. It's a reminder to be grateful for what you do have. I said remindal for reminder and grateful. It's a remindal. I just created a word collective. It's coming. Be patient. Be remindful. Be remindal. And grateful for what you do have. Because it was 15:55 on the clock. When you are grateful for what you do have and your heart is open, your heart chakra is wide open, you're full of love, you're not harboring bitterness and unforgiveness, okay, because that forgiveness is for self, so that you can release yourself from that prison of that bondage that these people have had you in, so that you can ascend out of that energy, okay. You've got to forgive them to be able to move forward and to move on in your path and on your journey. There was so many made up stories, so many false narratives, playing both sides, acting like they love you, gaslighting you, being annoyed and angry with you. You were so full of fear and uneasy around these corrupt family members here. They made you nervous. They were offensive towards you. Okay, they were mad at you and unpleasant with you over just the dumbest shit. We've got the Lovers in reverse, okay, with the Nine of Swords. There's such an imbalance here. There's so many arguments and discord. There's a lot of conflict. They made bad choices, okay? This is like a broken relationship. This could be literally a breakup. Could have been a divorce here, okay? That's a Gemini energy for both of these cards. Being full of anxiety and depression, having sleepless nights, having insomnia and nightmares, having a hard time sleeping because you're so stressed out and overthinking, you're full of fear, paranoid, just having negativity and full of despair because of all of the shit that you've had to endure. It's a shit show. People are trying to assassinate you because they're greedy and corrupt as shit and they want it unknown. And of course you're going to be dealing with fear and just mind-blown energy of like, how can this even be a thing? Like the collective, we don't operate in this energy. We don't understand this crap. That's why we're sitting here getting to the root of the problem in tarot to figure out what the hell is going on. You could have isolated yourself from these people. They could have kept you isolated from the family. Okay, I know in my case, I was always grounded. I stayed fucking grounded. I was always isolated, alone in my room. There were 6 people in my family whenever my dad married my stepmom. She had 2 kids, and he had me and my sister. And I was always the one that stayed in trouble for everyone's crap. I was the one that got grounded for everything. I was always isolated and completely alone in my room. I was never really held or consoled or loved by my parents. I was always beaten and abused and neglected. My stepmother was insanely jealous of me. She was crazy as hell and would escalate my father to where the violence would escalate a million times worse, okay? And I was emancipated at 17. I ran away from home. I couldn't deal with it anymore. You know, for some reason, I'm being led to talk about some of my story right now. A lot of my readings, they're my personal readings too, guys. I'm going through all this just like you are. My channel is kind of like my online diary in a weird way. But it is because I get it. I understand. I understand what y'all are going through, and it's so frustrating going through this crap for our entire lives and just never receiving justice. And I am Libra, highly aspected in my chart. It's my sun and my moon, and I've got like my north node. There's like 3 other placements all in Libra. I am all about justice in this lifetime because at 20 minutes exactly on the clock, 2 high priestess. I'm definitely a high priestess, but there's so much that was deceptive and hidden and unknown. So much of acting like they love you and they don't. Bullshit. And you start seeing through all the facade and the illusion. And I started doing that as a very early young child. And was always speaking out, was always in trouble for it. Like, it was insane because they couldn't keep my mouth shut. I was going to talk about it. I've been like this way since I was a little big girl. And I'm never going to quit. You'd think they'd get used to it by now. We've got check-in. I want to catch up and make sure everything is going well. This collaboration of people is desperate because of all of the chaos that they freaking created. It's not my fault I'm a magnet for trouble. Chaos follows me everywhere I go. I know there was time in my life, that's the kind of energy that was always with me. It didn't matter. It was like, finally something good's coming in. And then no, it was like a deceptive mask. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. It was a deceptive flying monkey that was just like a liar. And it was almost like it didn't matter how hard I was trying, 21:21 on the clock, how hard I was trying to discern it and read it. My alarm bells would be going off, but I would be like, no, it's not going to be like this. This person's being too nice to me. These lessons are in place to help us trust our discernment, to help us be like, oh my God, it's happened again, and now it's even worse than the last time. What did I do wrong? What am I not learning? But see, that's part of our growth. That's part of the warriors that we become. That's part of the strength that we gain. That's our wisdom through this horrific life experience. The energy that the divine collective carries, it's you can't just be given it. You have to earn it. And in order to earn it, you have to go through hell and back 1,000,000 freaking times because you are like a pro in the underworld, okay? Like, you get it. And that's what creates your compassion. That's what creates your empathy. That's what creates this part of your being in the lightness to where you have done nothing but survive and live in the dark for as long as you can remember. It's all you know. But your light was this big bold light and all this darkness, and somehow, even when your batteries were dim, you still, if your batteries were dead, you were still navigating somehow, some kind of way to get through this shit. Okay, we've got a witness. Somebody's going to snitch about these forged documents here, creating illusions about money. These thieves are in bad health, all right? It's coming back on them. They're full of jealousy. They have contempt towards you. Feeling resentful or angered towards someone for a perceived advantage or success, material or otherwise. Do you feel a sense of frustration when others receive recognition or attention that you believe you deserve? It's very narcissistic. You've got to be proud for other people and for their accomplishments. If they've accomplished that, that means that they've done the work to get there most of the time. Some people can screw their way to the top, so to speak, literally. But for the most part, with our divine collective that I'm talking about, you guys, us, we do that inner work. We do that inner and that outer work in order to help us excel and not descend. We're not trying to descend. We're trying to ascend. Okay, we're trying to focus on going up. We're focusing on raising our kundalini. We're focusing on rising. We're focusing on our ascension and our soul growth. We're not focusing on descending. All we've had to do is descend and go down into the underworld. Anubis is our best friend. Okay, like, we get it. Are you experiencing strained relationships or conflicts due to your jealousy and the accompanying behaviors? Do you find it challenging to cultivate self-confidence and content? Do you find it challenging to cultivate self-confidence and contentment with your own life and accomplishments. So someone may have even wanted you to be like in contempt with yourself, okay? Because of how jealous and angry they are. They're restless, and their mind is full of anxiety. They're mind blown. It's just disturbing how you trusted these people. These were family members. These were like parental figures here that you were supposed to love and trust, and that were supposed to love you, to make your house a happy home and like a paradise, to where you felt loved and one with them, to where you could play and be happy. No, they're just disturbed and full of fucking anger, feeling extremely alarmed and shocked by these people and their behavior and the destruction that they've caused in your life because of jealousy. Are you feeling a strong emotional reaction that lingers and affects your overall well-being or functioning? Have you noticed changes in your sleep patterns, appetite, or energy levels? Do you find yourself actively avoiding reminders or triggers of the disturbing event or situation? These people, they disgruntled your spirit, okay? And you trusted them. Practice trusting others to encourage them to be trustworthy. Practice forgiving those who have wronged you to free you to build new, healthy, trusting relationships. Set and communicate clear and realistic expectations. When you understand what is reasonable to expect from people in different types of relationships, you set the stage for trust to grow. So Spirit starts showing you who you can and cannot trust. These angry demons here, trying to affect any new beginnings that the angels could be bringing in for you. Because they're greedy. They're angry. They're greedy. They're all about this wealth. And this wealth that they're trying to obtain has created a shit show here with an assassination plot. Time to let your bling shine. Success is just around the corner. Financial wealth is in your future. So this shit show, so this wealth they took from you. They're lying. These people could be wealthy and affluent, okay? This couple here, they're all about money. It's all about money. That's all they care about, okay? Trying to unalive you. They don't love you because money, all they love is money. We've got the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. It's about messages and communication. Something could be on social media. Karma is here. Something quick and rapid is going to happen. It's going to be like really fast moving. Some kind of positive news is coming in, and it's going to be an energetic backfire here because of what someone has done with a decision and a choice that they made regarding this money. The broken oath. A betrayal of a solemn promise leads to a series of criminal acts driven by revenge. So all of this is just pure revenge here. A painful betrayal out of jealousy creates revenge. The misplaced trust. Trust in the wrong person results in criminal betrayal and significant consequences. And they wanted you to love them and trust them. And they were playing both sides of this energy with you to where, yep, the obscured identity. They were obscuring who they really truly were to you and to others. You could see through their facade. You could see what they were doing. You were calling them out on their behavior. They were out of control with their made-up stories. You're like, you're lying on me. I didn't do this. This is not the truth. This is not what's happening. This is not what's going on. You're a destructive force, creating illusions all the time, creating illusions about money. There's a witness. Somebody's going to tell. Somebody's going to tell. Somebody's fucking scared. They're triggered. They don't know what to do. Now they're mad because it looks like they've been drug into it, okay? Because it's interconnected. That's what I was drawn to. Interconnected in a big mess that's created a lot of complicated problems for future gains, working out something that was out of control with a made-up story, okay? They were not grateful for what they had. They wanted more because they were greedy. A criminal hides behind a false identity to evade detection and prosecution. But the scales of justice here, Libra energy, could be significant. We've got a settlement in court. They're feeling threatened because of a settlement in court. They're arguing with their partner over this because court is going to rule in your favor. They're losing their spiritual gifts because of the abuse that they've been doing with abusing their spiritual gifts here. We've got a girl with a snake. It's an empath narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used. Enable boundaries. Someone could have been enabling this person's behavior. They can't hide what you already know. Okay? Their spouse and partner, they're collapsing. Whatever they did together with this accomplice and partner in crime, it's collapsing right before their eyes. They didn't see this coming. We've got the Knight with Leo energy, being confident and heroic, being fearless and assertive. You have a fighting spirit that allows you to persevere because you're determined, you're brave, and you're full of honor. You're so strong. You're daring. You obey orders. You have chivalry. You're a good person, collective. Okay. The King of Pentacles. True success isn't just about money. It's about happiness, too. We've got a little shop here that says, thanks for supporting local witches. So this corrupt father figure here. They're very greedy and corrupt. Bad with money. They did something bad with money. There was a bereavement, a loss that created a lot of sorrow. They created a lot of damage here with what they've done. Someone could have passed away. This could even be an inheritance here. It's a reminder to have patience and trust the process. Okay? Patience is important. It's coming. Be patient. It's a reminder to be grateful for what you do have. It's a reminder to have patience and trust the process. You have to be in alignment to receive. We've got a Queen of Cups here that keeps coming out. This Queen and King of Cups and King of Pentacles energy. So they made a choice. They were weighing up their options. They overcommitted in something. They're disorganized. They're acting like the victim. Now they're insecure. They're emotionally manipulative. They're real needy and fragile. Okay. Trying to balance something out with what's going on possibly in their relationship with their spouse and partner. They could be grieving because they're not getting along now. They're fighting over money. Something's going on because of something deceptive that had happened. Okay. In the family unit. In the past. Okay. I still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past. There's so much fucking chaos here. Laughing. Nobody makes me laugh like you, and I need some fun laughing at what happened in the past with the Six of Cups. Confusion and illusion with actual money. Laughing about what they did here, creating this destruction in your life. Creating this illusion about this money. Finding out the truth about the lies and deceit. A falling out's going to occur because somebody's having to make arrangements because of this confusion and illusion around this actual money here. They're mad because you're feeling empowered, collective. They're mad because you're empowering yourself. It's like disturbing. They're jealous. They're mind blown. They're annoyed. They don't want you to feel empowered. Feeling confident and able to take on challenges. Having a healthy sense of pride and ego. Not allowing that pride and ego to rule the being, but having a healthy sense of it. Do you often feel a strong sense of confidence and belief in your own abilities? Are you experiencing a deep sense of autonomy and control over your own life choices and decisions? Do you feel a sense of empowerment when you support and uplift others, helping them realize their own potential? Absolutely. We empower ourselves and we help empower others. That's what we do, Divine Collective. They're mad about this. They're mad and they're bitter. They're so angry, extremely frustrated, feeling hostile and or angry. Are you finding it difficult to think clearly or rationally due to the intensity of your anger? Have you received feedback from others suggesting that your behavior or demeanor is noticeably angry or hostile? Are you finding it challenging to control or manage your anger, leading to frequent outbursts or conflicts? Thank you. Mike just got home with his little boy. They went to the fossil museum today. It's so cute. He's 4 and he's been dying to go to that all week. So they just got home. Evie loves him so much, she wants to go play. Okay, so they're so bitter. You're so offended by these people. It's like just absolute disgust. You can't understand it. Feeling a combination of hateful, hostile, cynical, or resentful. Are you feeling a sense of unfairness, believing that you have been treated poorly or wronged by others? Have you noticed a pessimistic outlook with negativity coloring your perception of the world? Do you find it difficult to let go of negative experiences or past grievances, holding on to them with a strong emotional attachment? It's being mad and bitter and offended because you are empowering yourself. They're mind blown. They never thought you were going to come out of this energy. They were laughing at your struggles and your pain, and they can't hide what you already know anymore because you're figuring it out. They're so angry because they didn't want you to know about this wealth, about this money. To feel insulted. Are you feeling hurt, upset, or insulted by something someone said or did? Do you find yourself dwelling on the perceived offense, replaying the situation in your mind? Are you experiencing a sense of injustice or feeling that your values, beliefs, or boundaries have been violated? Okay. Feel very offended by these people and their actions. Indiscretion and lie telling. And you're just seeking refuge and finding peace in spirit because all they're doing is lies with their anger and their greed. Just be yourself. Okay. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. We've got organized crime out here committing fraud. Okay. We got a big ass Ace of Pentacles here. It's a lot of money involved. Okay. They made this decision. There's something fast and quick that happened here. Now they're having an energetic backfire. There's a lot of money. Okay, for this financial gain and this financial wealth. They're all about this money and this wealth. The echoing lie. A false story spreads, influencing perceptions and obstructing the quest for justice. Okay. The subtle saboteur. A person covertly undermines systems, causing chaos and criminal activity. So we've definitely got intentional sabotage here. The disguised threat. A hidden danger leads to criminal outcomes under a seemingly benign surface. Receiving a payout on an investment. Stopped payments on something here that you should have been receiving. Someone will pass away soon and the payments will stop on some kind of payout of an investment that they were receiving. We've got lightning. It's going to hit like a freaking lightning bolt. It's going to be fast with this 8 of Wands here. It's a sudden change. It's shocking news. It's a surprise. There's an upheaval here. Okay, with this girl with a snake, this narcissist getting ready to deal with something here. What I want wants me. Energetic match to your heart's desire and soul purpose. Manifest and attract. So manifest, draw it into you, okay? Getting into alignment so that you can receive. There's drama over this gift that you should have received here, okay? There's a lot of drama regarding this gift. They didn't want you to have it. We've got the fish hook with Aquarius energy, feeling powerless, feeling helpless and paralyzed, feeling vulnerable and like they're trapped. Someone was tempted to do something. It was a con game regarding this luck and prosperity, abundance and resourcefulness. They thought this was a great catch. They baited someone into doing something here. Okay? And you had to be the hero in your own story because no one was coming to save you but yourself. And you had to live and learn that wisdom through those life lessons that you had to save yourself. You've got so much experience. You've had a lot of training. You've developed a lot in your spiritual walk and your growth. With the Ace of Swords, you speak your truth. Look at you. You're bursting with sparkling new ideas. You're standing with a new beginning here. There's something that's coming in. You're speaking your truth. You've lived. You've learned. You've had a lot of loss and sorrow. It's an opportunity for self-reflection and personal growth to help empower you. Okay? We've got the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. You've had to defend and protect yourself and stand your ground from all these burdens that you've had to endure. Okay? Leo and Sagittarius energy. There's a lot of... Hi, girl. A lot of struggles. You were just burnt out. Always having to defend yourself, create boundaries, having to learn how to create boundaries, protecting your territory, overcoming so many challenges and extra responsibilities and burdens that were just placed upon you that you shouldn't have had to go through. Someone could have been trying to act like they were all friendly towards you, but it was just a trick, you know. I have ill intentions and may be planning on deceiving you. I'm approaching with nothing but kindness and acting like I'm friendly and then laughing about it because they knew exactly what they were doing, trying to change the fate of an earth angel. Okay. Somebody's having a psychotic break. They're having severe mental health issues because of a falling out here with the arrangements that are having to be made because payments are being stopped. They're mad that you won't tolerate their nasty behavior and they have no choice but to stop what they're doing. So they're vengeful and they're blaming you. Feeling vindictive or wanting revenge. Are you frequently fantasizing about ways to seek revenge or cause harm to someone who has wronged you? Do you find yourself often harboring intense feelings of anger, resentment, or bitterness towards a specific person or group? Are you experiencing a strong desire for retaliation, believing it would bring you a sense of justice or satisfaction? Feeling like it's not your fault. Instead, accusing or assigning culpability to someone or something else. Shifting the blame. Narcissists are very good at that. Are you frequently finding fault or assigning responsibility to others for negative outcomes or situations? Do you find yourself often criticizing or condemning others for their actions, choices, or behavior? Are you feeling a strong need to attribute blame rather than seeking solutions or understanding? We've got grief. When you feel deep emotional pain because of a significant personal loss, are you feeling very sad or heartbroken like you've lost someone or something that you love? And you could have lost someone because I was drawn to the gift card here. That could have left you a gift. There could be a stolen inheritance with an Ace of Pentacles here. Are you feeling like you need someone to talk to because you're struggling? Are you feeling like you're missing someone or something that you cared about deeply and that you won't get it back? Being full of grief. Undermined, being full of disgust, a feeling that someone or something has been working against you and undermining you. Do you find yourself doubting your capabilities due to the influence of others and they were tearing you down, making you feel less than? Do you often feel like your achievements or contributions are overlooked or minimized? Do you often feel like you need to defend your thoughts, feelings, or actions to others? Okay. Protection of criminals. Doing that inner and outer work. So these criminals are trying to protect each other. Having a new career. Some of you could have a new career coming in. Be yourself. Focus on expanding your skills towards a higher paying job. Positive changes are coming. Or you could have a new career and someone could be trying to destroy it. This devil, King of Pentacles here, is not happy about what's going on in these legal proceedings here. Okay. This organized crime, this fraud. The Veil of Shadows. A secret organization uses its influence to control and exploit vulnerable individuals. Beneath the surface, hidden layers of criminal activity are uncovered, revealing a deeper scheme. The forsaken trail. Key evidence is deliberately hidden, making it difficult to trace the perpetrator. Got a family feud. I've been stealing from you. Stop payments on something because of this theft. They're criminals. It's not enough. Being frustrated in a relationship, having a lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, and we've got jealousy, okay? Dispelling an illusion of what is going on in these legal proceedings with a life insurance policy. Wow, Spirit. We've got Jack and Diane, Gemini energy. It's a broken heart, having a heartbreak because of this interference, being let down and feeling hopeless because of a crisis that was devastating and hurt you deeply. Mourning the loss and sorrow for someone that you grieved. Being in distress. Being hurt and having emotional pain. This was a crisis. Someone is very bitter. Okay. Absolutely heartbroken. Feeling powerless because of something's happened here. The Four of Wands. Family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. And with be yourself out here. A place to hang your witch hat. You were overloaded with this family. This family didn't make you feel safe. You didn't feel good here. You're speaking your truth and they get mad at you. You were overwhelmed with these people. There is a better outcome waiting for you in the future. Getting rid of this devil, toxic fucking energy here that was in your life that you had to defeat. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, stopped payments here, okay? There's a lack of progress. There was a missed opportunity. They were foolish. They missed a chance with doing something. This toxic, obsessive person. There's attachments, addictions, oppression. They're materialistic and greedy. They're full of jealousy and envy. Very abusive. Sexual lust. Operating from the shadow aspect of the being. Goodbye, impostor. That's obsessed with the collective. Goodbye. The time has come to part ways. This imposter is not who you thought they were. They were obsessed with being an imposter and creating these lies in the courthouse because they didn't want you to have. They were trying to change the fate of an earth angel here. It was a covert operation creating all this confusion and illusion. And they're mad that you won't tolerate their nasty ass behavior. This toxic cult family. This karmic family's on demon time. Okay? They're under judgment. And they're going to be convicted for what they're doing in the courthouse. They were vicious. They were coercing others in the family unit and other people to collaborate with this organized crime here. They're so angry. Feeling violent, destructive, and a need to be cruel. Have you been engaging in manipulative, deceitful, or malicious behavior to intentionally cause harm to others? Are you experiencing a lack of empathy or remorse for the pain or suffering you may have caused others? Do you feel a sense of enjoyment or satisfaction when witnessing the suffering or distress of others? And that's exactly what these people were like. They enjoyed what they were doing. They enjoyed it. Coercive. Yeah, they're going to be found guilty, all right. They're definitely guilty. You feel the need to manipulate people into doing what you want them to do when it isn't in their best interest. Do you feel a sense of satisfaction or gratification when you are able to exert control or manipulate others to get what you want? Have you received feedback from others suggesting that you engage in coercive behaviors or tactics? Are you experiencing a strong desire for control or power over others, even if it means disregarding their autonomy or consent? They're guilty. They're miserable because they're guilty. You're disgusted with these people. You feel responsible for wrongdoing, whether or not harm has been inflicted upon another, and they definitely did that. Have you recently done something that you believe has caused harm or hurt to someone else? Do you find yourself constantly thinking about past actions or decisions and feeling remorseful or regretful about them? Have you noticed a change in your mood when you think about the person you may have wronged? someone in this energy could actually feel remorse. I feel like not all of them do. If they had remorse, they wouldn't have done it in the first place. Now they're miserable and sad, feeling really down and low with little or no hope for feeling better. Are you feeling very unhappy or wretched, like nothing is going right? Are you feeling like you're not sure how to improve your mood or feel better because you're feeling wretched? Are you feeling like you're not interested in doing things that you normally enjoy because you're feeling extremely sad? And you could have felt like this for a long time, collective. I know I did. Took me a long time to get out of that miserable ass energy. Well, they've got dread, okay? Full of fear. Feeling extremely afraid about something in the future. They're scared about these legal proceedings and what's going on with them being convicted and guilty in the courthouse. Are you feeling like something bad is going to happen even though you're not sure what it is? Do you feel like you're anticipating something with a sense of fear or apprehension? Are you having trouble sleeping or eating because of a feeling of impending doom? And that would be that Nine of Swords right there. They're dreading what's coming forward. They don't know what to do because of this malevolent behavior. We've got a political authority. It's in the angelic upright, and the demons are in the malevolent behavior here, trying to protect these criminals. Your intuition. Hammerhead sharks use their electrical fields to find their prey. You will be shocked at how accurate your intuition is about a situation here. Trust your intuition. Okay? A hidden gift. Someone was jealous and hid a gift from you that you were supposed to receive in a legal proceeding here in the courthouse. We've got the Hierophant here. Okay, so they're trying to hide this. King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, reverse energy, parental figures here. The Shadow Broker. An individual acts as an intermediary in criminal transactions, operating discreetly. The Misguided Justice. A wrongful conviction or accusation leads to further criminal acts driven by revenge. Just to keep the facade and keep them blind even more. The False Trail. Misdirection is used to lead investigators away from the true source of criminal activity. It's a difficult situation that's going on here. And they believe that they're always right. They're extremely narcissistic. They have a bad temper, and they're very controlling. Okay. We've got the Coffee Cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted with some kind of a friendship here. In the courthouse. So they could be meeting up with someone that works in the courthouse. There's a legal document here. Okay. Something that's going on in the courts. Lying on social media about something. Something could be on social media. You could be talking about all these lies that you're trying to uncover on social media and finding out what's going on. We've got handcuffs. Virgo energy. Someone's very controlling. They want the control. They targeted you like prey. Wanted you to be held back and defenseless and suppress you. Applying force. They wanted you to submit to them so that you felt powerless. Being incapacitated. Someone could be handicapped. You needed to break free from these people. They're going to be detained by external forces. Somebody's getting ready to get put in freaking handcuffs here. They're going to jail. We've got the King of Cups. Always compose yourself before giving a response. So this King of Cups better watch their freaking mouth is what I'm being told. Being coached and given advice on how to be obedient and how they need to act because they're overwhelmed now that they're getting ready to go in handcuffs. There are potential risks or negative consequences to consider. They better watch their mouth. We got the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups reverse. So they regret what they've done here. They feel abandoned and unloved, which is how they made you feel all your life. Feeling sad and lonely, full of grief, made you feel like you were a failure. Five of Cups is Scorpio. Ten of Cups reverse is Pisces. It's family trouble, a broken, struggling relationship, an unhappy home, a separation. Your values were not in alignment, disconnected with this family here, okay? Having grief that these were your family members. Uninterested in plans. Can we please make plans to get together soon? No, you're uninterested. With an impostor that you don't want anything to do with. I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. You're uninterested in making plans with these people. So this whole community has been coming against you since you were a child. And you're innocent. Your truth shakes their world and they can't handle it. The pain of knowing is power. And you know the truth. They're under judgment. They're going to be convicted. You could be feeling impatient, researching information, but you have to be patient. Ruthless was very careless. Okay? Having no pity or compassion, feeling cruel or pitiless. Do you feel a sense of satisfaction or power in exerting control or dominance over others? Have you received feedback from others suggesting that you display ruthless tendencies or a lack of compassion in your actions? Are you experiencing conflicts or legal issues due to your ruthless behavior because they were careless? You don't feel concerned or worried about making mistakes or harming someone or something. Do you feel like you're not paying attention to details or taking things seriously? Do you feel like you're not concerned with the consequences of your choices or behaviors? Do you feel like you're not following rules or guidelines that are meant to keep you safe or protect others? So they definitely weren't trying to protect you. Observing you. Seeing how you're observing and seeing what's going on here. How does this judgment make me feel? Ask yourself, who or what am I judging? Why do I feel justified in this judgment? What moment in my life triggered me to feel justified in this judgment? Acknowledge this feeling exists and observe it. Okay? Observing how all this makes you feel so that you can heal it, do the shadow work, transmute it. These people are observing you to see if they were successful in all this war and violence that they've been trying to afflict upon you with their malevolent behavior. Creating a challenge. Bull sharks headbutt their prey. Conflicts with others may cause some challenges. You could get your ass kicked by a bully. So this person could have literally been physically violent with you, trying to cover up what was going on here with this gift that was hidden. Now they are trapped in what they did with their accomplice and their partner in crime here. They're trapped in this. They're trapped in the tower because they're busted. Scorpio energy. It's destructive. It's a catastrophe. There's so much damage. It was an unforeseen event that was a forced change. Having to liberate yourself so that you can rebuild and walk away from these people. The illusion of innocence. A seemingly innocent person hides their criminal nature behind a respectable facade, which is exactly what's going on in this energy. The insidious scheme. A gradual and deceptive plan leads to significant criminal consequences over time. Whispers of betrayal. Hidden messages reveal the treachery of a trusted ally, leading to severe consequences, which they're going to have to serve time. Okay? This is a massive backfire that's going on here. And they didn't see this coming. Okay? These toxic parents here. Let go of the outcome so the universe can work its magic. We got the Hand of Cards. Take a chance. They took a chance, these toxic parents. They took a risk. They were being strategic. They weren't showing their hand. They had options. They were gambling on something here that was making them real happy, feeling uplifted. They were savoring this moment whenever they were meeting and conversing with someone here, okay? The evil entity has left. Return to sender, breaking a curse, and the black magic has failed. We've got mental health. They've definitely got mental health issues, okay? Something's going on someone's private property, or there could be a property that's involved here. Someone could have a mental breakdown and a psychotic break on private property at home. We've got a cross with Pisces energy. Sacrifice and let go. Having to release and give up. Being down for the cause. Something that they had an extremely driven purpose for this. They thought in their mind it was for the greater good for them to have this. They sacrificed you because they didn't want to give it up. You were a martyr here. For this Ace of Pentacles. All they wanted was this Ace of Pentacles. They trying to sacrifice you for this. Wow, what an abundant opportunities. King of Cups, King of Pentacles. It's a natural disaster. They took a risk and they're frustrated. Now they don't know how they're going to survive this. They're having to be coached. This could be an attorney that's coaching them here on how to act and be mindful of what they say when they speak. There are factors out of your control, which would mean the truth is coming out, which is going to end up landing somebody in freaking jail. With the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Swords. They're trapped in their mind. Their thoughts are so negative. They're helpless. They're powerless. And they made you a victim. They were unfriendly. They had a hostile attitude towards you. And they affected your health. Could have been acting like, oh, I love you. I'm going to be a part of your health and wellness journey. But no, they were an imposter. They were unfriendly. And they didn't care about your health. To other people in the outside, they acted like it was this beautiful, loving Ten of Cups unit. Behind closed doors, it is not what was going on. Okay? It's karmic masculine here, received unexpected money, or karmic feminine. There's no gender in tarot. Flip it how it resonates. It's just karmic energy. Jealous karmic. The karmic constantly fails at trying to copy your authenticity. They're overindulgent. They're gluttonous. They're going to regret what they did to you. Doing spell work over your love life and your relationships. You were suspicious of this greedy energy here. Feeling not able to trust a person or believe they are guilty of wrongdoing, but you don't have proof. Do you feel like someone might be hiding something from you? Are you questioning the truthfulness of what someone is telling you? Are you keeping a close watch on someone or something even though you don't have a good reason to do so? They're greedy. They're hateful and they're greedy. When you feel a selfish desire for more than you need, especially for money, wealth, food, or other stuff, have you noticed a pattern of hoarding or reluctance to share or give to others, even when you have more than you need? Are you finding it challenging to appreciate or value non-material aspects of life, such as experiences, relationships, or personal growth? Are you constantly preoccupied with acquiring or accumulating more wealth, possessions, or resources? They're extremely greedy. They're hateful. A feeling of intense dislike, malign, evil, or revolt, being full of anger and so hateful. Are you having difficulty controlling your intense negative emotions or impulses towards others? Do you feel an aversion or repulsion towards someone because of their characteristics, beliefs, or actions? Do you find yourself seeking out opportunities to engage in verbal or physical aggression towards the person or group you feel hateful towards? You're mortified. You're disgusted. Feeling so incredibly humiliated that you may have lost your dignity. Have you noticed a significant impact on your self-esteem or self-confidence as a result of a particular event or experience? Are there specific triggers or reminders that consistently bring back feelings of shame or embarrassment? Have you recently experienced a situation where you felt extreme embarrassment or humiliation? So these people are mortified now because shit's coming out about them. They hurt you deeply. You were so sad. There's a lot of tears that you cried. Feeling sad, disappointed, or upset about something someone did or said to you. Are you feeling emotional pain, like something is hurting you? Are you feeling like you're not able to let go of the pain or discomfort that you're feeling? Are you feeling like you need some time to heal or recover from the hurt you're experiencing? And it does take time to heal that pain and that trauma. This black magic that these demonic forces are bringing in here. You've got spiritual wisdom from your angels here, where they were waging war and violence against you. But you've got positive changes. Short fin mako sharks swim 45 miles per hour. Rapid changes are coming soon, bringing positive changes. Focus on your goals right now. Okay? Something with the Eight of Wands, something fast is getting ready to come in. We've got abuse and neglect, okay, from these family members here. with this life insurance policy that you did not receive. They hid it from you. We've got the justice system. Clank, clank. Somebody's getting some handcuffs. They're going to jail. We've got the Five of Wands. They're worried now. Leo energy. Having challenges and obstacles and fights and arguments. So much petty freaking drama and jealousy. They're worried because they don't want to go to jail. They're worried because they're in the tower. They're worried about what's coming out in the courts. They're worried about the decision that they made. And now this energetic backfire is here. Okay? Because Ace of Pentacles just keeps coming out. It's a lot of money here. Shadows of vengeance. A personal and a private property can also be involved. There could be money and a property. It's what keeps coming out. A personal vendetta drives a series of calculated criminal acts. The secret collaborator. An unknown partner aids in criminal activities, remaining hidden while contributing to the scheme. The obscured path. Evidence is deliberately altered or hidden, making it challenging to trace criminal actions. And there's a big-ass needle and syringe. This guy's wearing a lab coat. There could be a doctor involved. Something could be going on in a needle and syringe. You worked hard for this. And you worked hard for this. For new love to come in for some of you. Okay, well, they worked hard for this. These toxic parents here, their master plan has failed with this investment, and it could be a private property here, and the investment of taking this life insurance policy from you. We've got the clock. Needs time, takes time, cycles. There's time to heal. Something's progressing forward. It takes time. We've got financial growth, a cash windfall, investments, assets, money, inheritance, good fortune. Money comes to me. So this is definitely about an inheritance here, okay? Somebody's going to prison. They're going to go to jail. And because of what they kept hidden, and they don't want people to know that they're going to jail. This is happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. This is current energy for someone in the collective. Someone's very stubborn. Selflessness. Being selfish. You're selfless, collective. They're selfish. They're arrogant. They're stubborn as a mule. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to listen. They didn't want to listen. Now they're in the Five of Cups. Now they regret. Spilled tea isn't the end of the world. But for this person, because of this Ace of Pentacles and what they did, it may be. It's a part of a larger plan or divine timing with everything that's going on. This is how these corrupt-ass people had to be taken down. They tried to sacrifice you for this Ace of Pentacles. It's the third time that the Ace of Pentacles has come out. Okay? They got bad news. Unfortunately, I got some bad news to share. Trying to sabotage you. I'm deliberately working to undermine your efforts. These ops here are out here doing rituals. Now they're in emotional pain because of these rituals that they've been out here doing. That's what energy they kept you in. Was in emotional pain and trauma. Trying to set you up to frame you. They could have gotten a fallen twin flame involved here for some of you. We have an MD, a PhD, a specialist here. Someone could have an infectious disease. They could be trying to set you up and say that you've got something and you don't. Archangel Michael is protecting you. There's sex magic going on. We've got a judge that's not corrupt, that's in the upright. Alabama could be significant. These people are affluent, okay? And they're surprised that this is happening. They didn't see this coming, okay? They're wealthy. Something happy and wonderful is going to come in and you're going to be victorious. It's going to surprise you, collective, okay? It's going to delight you. You're going to be delighted. They're going to be so unhappy with what's going on here, okay? They're cynical. They're bummed. They're confused. And they're terrified. They're going to have no choice but to accept what they have created as their reality with this energy that they've been putting out. It's coming back on them, finally. Now they're frustrated because they are angry. They did not see this coming. Foiled or disappointed, dissatisfied, agitated, and discontent because you can't do or say what you want. Have you noticed an increase in impatience or irritability when things don't go as planned? Do you feel a sense of being stuck or trapped in an undesirable situation or circumstance? They can't get out of what they've done. They can't get out of this. They're fucked. Do you find yourself frequently expressing your frustration through verbal outbursts, sighs, and gestures? And that was what came out at first. They're popping off at the slightest little thing. They're so pissed because this scandal's being exposed and the angels are bringing justice, okay? Because of all this freaking black magic. We've got hidden. Nurse sharks have vacuum mouths to suck their prey out of hiding places. Something in your life sucks and will have to be changed, okay? There's positive changes coming in. This family was seeking revenge, and they're in a cult. Got a female, could be under surveillance on social media, or a female could be surveillancing someone on social media. Something's definitely going on online. There's a lot of regret that's in this energy now because they're going to end up in prison because they're in the Seven of Swords. They're freaking criminals. Aquarius energy. There was a painful betrayal that was so deceptive. They were a liar. They were sneaky. They were tricking you, and they were a thief. The misleading alibi. A fabricated story provides a cover for a crime, misleading investigators. The hidden agitator. An individual secretly incites unrest or conflict, leading to criminal outcomes. The hidden influence. An unseen force exerts control over criminal activities, manipulating events from behind the scenes. The silent manipulator. A person subtly influences others into committing crimes. The invisible enforcer. A mysterious figure enforces criminal agreements and demands, operating unseen. A calculated risk. A carefully planned criminal act involves high risk but promises significant awards. Yeah, because of this, or significant reward because of this Ace of Pentacles that keeps coming out. The unseen threat. A hidden danger poses a risk leading to criminal actions and consequences. Dark secrets unveiled. Hidden truths about a criminal network are exposed, revealing their illegal activities. Unraveling the mirage. A false perception is dismantled, revealing the true nature of a criminal operation. Okay. So we've got change. There's a lot of change. There's change in the energy here that's going on. We've got to understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. With these deceitful hostilities that have been going on behind the scenes. We've got the third chakra with Archangel Chamuel. That's your solar plexus chakra. That's your power source. He's empowering you to help you have courage to speak your truth. Okay, with your Ace of Swords that keeps coming out. Focusing on material and spiritual prosperity. Think of Six of Pentacles here. Being given what you're supposed to receive because the truth is coming out. We have alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. Powerful alchemist, okay? We've got change again. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. Realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Okay? Awareness of cosmic influences. Okay? Researching the mystical world. Tapping into your esoteric knowledge as you're going through your ascension process. We've got the third eye. Your intuition is on point. We've got the lovers and the energy. Some of you could definitely have new love that's coming into your energy, or you could be with someone who you were in a very loving union with, okay? But they've been trying to do magic over your relationships. They can't block new love coming in. 1444 on the clock. We've got a house and travel. Some of you could be moving and changing locations. Some of you could be traveling to someone's house. Someone could travel to your house. Focusing on your meditation so that you can manifest abundance to come in for you. Okay, and abundance is not just money. It's your health, it's your wealth, it's your well-being, it's finances. There's many aspects to abundance, okay? Focus on what's going on in your dreams. Your guides are communicating to you in your dreams. Tiger, look up Tiger Totem Medicine to see what message could be there for you, okay? We've got patience, letting go, and then allowing the patience to happen, because these cycles have to happen for the wheel to change and for the wheel to turn in your favor. It's getting into alignment. Having victory. They're full of jealousy. They're trying to delay things, and they can't stand the divine power that's working on your behalf. Having spiritual troubles. You have perception and revelation, and these people are starting to have spiritual troubles here, okay? Because you have spiritual communication with the divine, and they're operating in a state of ignorance, okay? They're full of rage. And you have mental force with the angels. The propagation of light with your angelic team here, with your guides, wanting you to be in a state of slavery and bondage. Okay. We have a message from the court. Selling their soul to Jezebel has cost them their life. Intentional, harmful intent. Something's in a secret room. Their secrets being exposed. Okay. On the outside looking in. You could have felt isolated and like you were always on the outside looking in. We've got the Two of Swords with an Empress figure here with the Five of Pentacles. The High Priestess and Justice. Wow. So they made the decision here. This mother figure made a decision to leave you out in the cold. To keep you in financial hardship and poverty. To keep this hidden so you didn't have this Ace of Pentacles. And your intuition is so tapped in, you know exactly what's going on. And something is going to be balanced out in the courts. The truth's going to come out, okay, in a court situation. You're held in high honor, collective. And you're ascending. You're an ascended soul here, and your ancestors are protecting you from what's going on. And this ancestor that's protecting you is a nice guy. So this is a masculine ancestor here that is definitely protecting you. They're in high honor. They could have been in the military. This came out yesterday. This person is definitely helping you ascend. They're helping people. Oh, they're lifting the veil in your intuition here so you can see straight through everything. Your guides are helping you. They're guiding you. They're helping you on your ascension process. These people are full of jealousy and envy, and they're sending you the evil eye. Okay? Whoever this Jezebel couple is here. Okay? This couple, they're disgusting. Lying about the abuse, the false information with forgery, abused you. Well, karma's here. They're surprised. They're surprised because this karma is going to hit them now. All they did was try to create conflict in your life. Acting like, no, I love you. No, they don't. No, they don't. Left came out in reverse. They don't. The enigmatic intruder. A mysterious individual infiltrates a group causing criminal disruption. Okay. The hidden deceiver. A person employs deceitful tactics to manipulate others and commit crimes. This person is just like, God. The cunning deceiver. A master of disguise uses clever tactics to commit crimes undetected. It's a web of corruption. A network of corrupt individuals collaborates to manipulate systems for personal gain. It's the hidden agenda here. An underlying motive drives a series of criminal actions concealed from view. And yours coming out as the star with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Cups, with the King of Cups and the Ten of Swords. The Four of Pentacles, the Devil, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords. Wow. So you've had to heal. You've had a lot of healing work to do on your spiritual journey here. All right. You could be in the spotlight. You could be online. You could be a star in some way. But karma's coming in, working on going towards your destiny, changing your luck. You've got good luck coming in. It's a turn of events. Okay. With what's going on here, you had to walk away from this King of Cups. It was a very painful betrayal. You walked away from this father figure. You don't want anything else to do with him. Okay, you're emotionally intelligent. You're reliable. You're intuitive. You let go. It was a very, very painful ending with internal suffering. It was a completion of a cycle. It was like parts of your journey where it felt like you were in your darkest hours. You could have numbed yourself to deal with the pain. I know I did for a while. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, this father figure, they were greedy, they were stubborn, they were holding on tight, they wanted the control, they were a miser, wanted you full of fear, very controlling. This devil energy here. They were so toxic. It was a karmic tie. This person was a control freak. They created so many illusions with so many lies. The Eight of Swords, they're going to jail. Their hands are tied. They're going to be alone in a mental prison, fixated upon their anxiety and their fear and their mental chaos. The Five of Swords, they've just been playing mind games. They're so deceptive. They wanted to win at all costs. Okay. Ruthless energy. Got to let go. Stop swimming against the current and go with the flow. What you resist will persist. Trying to clean up what happened behind closed doors in this home here. Trying to clean it up. Could literally be trying to clean up a hidden private property here. We've got the Boat. Receiving what you need. Progression, arriving and moving on with closure issues. Okay. It's a freaking nightmare. These people were strategic and how they were moving, and it's been a nightmare what you've had to survive. You've suffered so much darkness and persecution, and they were strategically plotting and planning against you out of envy. I will seek to undermine your successes as a means of elevating my own standing. It's disgusting. They're under judgment. All the signs say you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay? So you've got a whole new, beautiful, brand new beginning coming in here. Oh, wow. Justice. I didn't know that was there. I hadn't looked at these. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. The Sun. Yeah, you're going to tell your truth. With the Moon, give yourself permission to experience joy. So taking time for deep self-reflection is essential. Overcoming the fear. The secrets are coming out. You're telling what was going on behind closed doors and what was hidden in the dark. Okay? It will make sense really soon. You need to trust the universe. It's an opportunity to overcome obstacles. Okay. You are not hopeful enough. You have to believe in it to receive it. There are obstacles that need to be overcome first. There are lessons to be learned before you can move forward. Okay? We got a headache. Virgo energy. Someone is in poor health. They could have some kind of an unpleasant disease or illness or some kind of emergency or crisis. It could be annoying, disagreeable. Something's off with underlying conditions. There's a problem. Trying to find the root cause of something. There's pain going on here. Okay. And this has been going on since you were young. Since you were a child. Since your youth. Breaking free. You could have been rebellious. You could have been insecure. You could have just been trying to try things out. Could have been very naive and impressionable. Very receptive. But now you're independent. You found yourself. You're strong-willed. Something is on the verge of changing in this energy here. Okay? Something's on the verge. These people were very abusive and neglectful towards you. They could say that you're lying about what's going on, but you've got the Ace of Swords that's come out multiple times for your energy. They're the liars, not you. Okay? Period. And they're frustrated about this. They didn't want you to activate and level up. That was the last thing that they wanted because they knew if that happened, you were going to take them down. Okay? And it's exactly what you're going to do. It's exactly what we're doing. Sagittarius. Oh, double Sag. Aquarius. Cancer. Pisces. Capricorn. Sag. Double Aquarius. Oops. Leo. Okay. Two more. Cancer. Sagittarius twice. Virgo. And Gemini. Could be significant. Alright, guys. So this is going to be our reading. Y'all just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. I love you guys so much. I hope that you'll please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you guys viewing my content. Thank you all so much for being here and for spending your time with me. Thank you for all your sweet comments. I love you guys so, so much. Little Evie Pooh and I are so happy that you're here with us. Bye, guys.